You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't woke up, woke up out this comatose state. You starting to watch a lot of videos on YouTube from different people that are conscious. You know what I'm saying? Different masters out there that are teaching different things, different information. You know what I'm saying? And you're changing and you're waking up. And then you start to find out about this information about opening up your third eye. And you like, I want to open up my third eye. I think that's something that I really want to do or whatever. So you decide that you want to look more into it. So then you bump into a video called Meditation that I did. You bump into this video, or you bump into another video I did about memory. And you hear about how having an open third eye helps you to experience the fourth dimension. You hear about all these good things about how having an open third eye is just such a great thing, and why it's you should definitely have an open third eye, because if you don't have an open third eye, you're not going to ascend. And you hear this great story about having an open third eye, but what about the dark side to it? What about the part that they don't tell you? You see, like having an open third eye, people, they selling it now. They selling having an open third eye like it's a product. They selling it now like it's a product. And it's nothing wrong with selling stuff like it's a product. That's not the part I'm talking about. The part I'm talking about is the part that they don't tell you. Having an open third eye comes with a price. It comes with a price. We live in the land of polarities. We live in the land of opposites. So everything we do here has an equal and opposite reaction. And it's no different with having an open third eye. So you open your third eye and they don't tell you. You think it's going to be all heavenly and you're going to be able to see through walls and you're going to be able to walk on water and you're going to be able to heal 2,000 people off of 2 pieces of fish because you got open third eye and now you're like Superman or something like that. But they don't tell you the dark side. They don't tell you the stuff that you're going to see. There are things that you're going to see when you have an open third eye. There are entities in the fourth dimension that a lot of religious people like Christians, Muslims, Hebrews, they call them demons. But they're entities, dark entities that are located on the fourth dimension. And you have to prepare yourself before you open your third eye. And the way that you prepare yourself is with information. It's with information. You see, it's a process, really, that one should undergo before opening their third eye. And a lot of us promote products, and I'm guilty of it myself, that help to stimulate and open the third eye. But, however, we fail to address the opposite effects of having an open third eye. There are things that you may begin to see. And if you have an open third eye, but you haven't been properly educated, you might get scared. You might get paranoid. You might go crazy. This is the part of magic and the part of spells and then the part of the occult that keeps a lot of people away. This is the part. This video is addressing the aspect of the occult that keeps a lot of people away. It's the dark side aspect, the part when they say that I don't want to study that stuff because it'll drive you crazy. I don't want to play with that Ouija board because it's going to drive me crazy. You see, you can't go crazy from dealing with the spiritual realm unless you don't have the right type of information. And this is why the shaman was properly initiated and taught certain information about entities, beings, diseases of the mental order and of a mental nature, so that they would know how to treat a particular person that would come to them, and so that they would know what type of demon was bothering a particular client. You see, it was a science to this. If a particular client came to a shaman, say for instance, nowadays we might call it ADD. You know, we put labels on things. If a particular client came to a shaman, he has ADD. A shaman in the past would not have diagnosed him with a term called ADD. He would have went to the root and he would have found out what particular entity, or what you would call a demon or entity or a spiritual force, is bothering this particular person, and he would treat him based upon casting out that particular spiritual force. Basically, it's pretty much like an exorcism. It's pretty much like an exorcism, what they would call an exorcism in a church. This is how a shaman would basically cure his client. He would cure his client through the healing of the mind, through casting out the entity. He would heal the mental disorder by casting out the entity. And this is, in order for the shaman to cast out the entity, he would have to have a knowledge of the entity. And this is why before you became an initiate as a shaman, you had to have a knowledge of all the different beings. Or not all of them, but most of them, because we don't know all of them, but most of them. I mean, you know, the ones that we know. You would have to have a knowledge of these particular beings before you start calling yourself this being, because when you have an open third eye, you will begin to see things. You will begin to experience things. You will begin to feel things around you. There are entities around you, but when you open your third eye, you have a connection with them now. And a lot of people go crazy because they start to think that they're seeing demons. But what you are encountering is, or they think they're seeing monsters, or they think they're seeing all types of entities, but what you're really encountering is different aspects of yourself. When you conjure up certain emotional energies within yourself by partaking in certain rituals and things like that, you are potentially conjuring up a force that would be equated to a demon because of the type of mischief and havoc that it is capable of raising. So you have to have a knowledge of what's in you before you decide to really work on yourself and to open your third eye to experience things. You have to have a knowledge of yourself. You have to know what's in you. For a lot of people, depending on the natal chart and things like that, working in rituals and stuff like that, they may have to be, I guess you could say, properly advised in order to get into working rituals and working magic and stuff like that. And they may have to be properly assisted, and they may have to be even observed and looked over in, like, when they partake in things like that, because of the type of level of energy that happens, like, and that's available during that time, and it can cause you to go crazy. It's kind of like sending too much voltage through a particular, say for instance, you have a battery or whatever for a car, and a car is supposed to have pretty much, like, each car has a particular battery or whatever, so you need a certain kind of battery to start a certain kind of car. If you have a smaller battery and you try to start a car with a smaller battery and that's not the right battery for that car, then the battery will basically burn out. It will fry because there's too much energy passing through that battery. But that's what happens to a lot of people's minds. To make a long story short, it's too much energy passing through people's minds when they partake in these occult rituals, and they can fry their mind, they can burn their mind. So that's why, as an occultist, I have to put this video out and take responsibility to tell people that when you open your third eye, have a knowledge, be an experienced occultist before you just go and decide to open your third eye. Opening your third eye is not like buying a product from a store. You know what I'm saying? It takes responsibility. It takes knowledge. It takes information. Opening your third eye, people are selling this like it's a package, like this is your package to make it to heaven. People are selling this now. And I have to take responsibility because I have herbs on my website called Focus, and they're good for the stimulation of the pineal gland and to help the memory and things like that, and the building blocks to help to nurture the third eye. But the actual activation of it must be done by you through meditation. It must be done by you, but you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready for it. The herbs that I have are not going to just automatically turn it on like pressing a button. There's things that you have to be ready in your mind through meditation and the proper stimulation of the pineal gland through proper breathing. You have to be ready for that. So basically, you want to start off by getting a knowledge of things, studying about different beings, studying about the occult, studying about demonology, studying about UFOlogy and things like that, so you can learn about the world that you know nothing of. So that when you start to see things, when you finally get your third eye open, you start to see things, you'll know what you're seeing. Because the things that people see are consistent. Like, I'm a spiritual advisor, and I do a lot of readings for different people that have contacts with beings and just all types of things. I mean, by me being an astrologer, I come across a lot of information or whatever, you know what I'm saying, a lot of different people, you know what I'm saying, and I deal with a lot of the ET and alien information because of the fact that I am an astrologer, and I mean, astrology is all about the universe, and there are beings in the universe. I mean, it's a known fact. It's not a known fact as far as being accepted in mainstream society, but it's a known fact to many people out there. So, and I come across a lot of information, but one thing is for certain. When people have experiences, like for instance with grays and things like that, the experiences are similar. They're consistent. Like, you have an experience with grays, there's certain things I'm going to look for in the consultation, and I would know if you're telling me the truth. Because a lot of people, they do consultations with me and they're not even telling the truth. I've had their experience, so I don't know why they want to set up a consultation about aliens and never really been contacted, because it's serious. It's serious, and some people are going crazy over this type of stuff. So, I mean, I consult a lot of people, and this is a part of my life script, and that's why I went through a lot of stuff that I went through, so that I can consult people or whatever and be able to help people on that type of level. So I know why I went through it, you know what I'm saying? But I was properly informed before I opened my third eye. I mean, I had a decent amount of information. So the things that I've seen and experienced so far hasn't been far out from me. It's all been consistent with information that I've learned over the years and things that I've experienced. So people, having an open third eye is not just like something that you just do like a recreation, like going to play basketball or something, or like trying to open your third eye is just something you do in your pastime, and you're gonna just open it and then you just have it and that's just it, like it's a product or something. It's more to it than that. You have to maintain it once it's even open. You have to keep it open continuously by nurturing it, eating properly, stimulating it with the herbs, focus herbs and stuff like that. So for people that know they have an open third eye, they'll know. There's certain things, certain telltale signs. They'll see things that other people don't see. They'll experience things that other people don't experience. Animals will treat them a certain way, and they don't treat other people this way or whatever. So there's certain ways that you know that you have an open third eye. I mean, it's just a feeling. It's a way that people that have an open third eye are tend to be a little more charismatic. People love them. You know what I'm saying? They have certain abilities that will come off as being like a superhero, but really it's just they just activated something that's in everybody, and they just decided to activate it. But all I'm saying is this. People, before you open it, have a knowledge of what's out there. Have a knowledge of what's going on the other side so that you don't become a person that's deceived and go crazy. Because many people accidentally open their third eye from the use of drugs and stuff like that. And from the use of even different types of herbs and stuff like that. And they go crazy because herbs can activate it too. So take responsibility, personal responsibility, spiritual responsibility. Do the proper amount of research. We don't have the mystery schools anymore, so I mean we can't stop people from just opening their third eyes. But I just want to let you guys know that's why they put the quarantine up from the beginning, because I mean humans really would go crazy if a lot of people's open, like if a lot of people got their third eyes open like in one day, like the world would really be, it would get turned upside down. Like if everybody just woke up one day and everybody's third eyes was open. Like they did a movie like that. I would love to see a movie like that. Like everybody's third eyes get open one day. Like the world would just be like, it would be wild because people would be hearing people's thoughts. They would be experiencing all these emotions and feelings that they've never felt. And it would really probably just turn into a madhouse, honestly, a fourth dimensional madhouse. So that's why the quarantine was put into place, was to regulate human growth and human evolution so that humans can grow on a set pace. But what happened was that beings took advantage of that because we were dumbed down, and they took advantage of us and took control of us even on that level. So it's really a lose-lose. That's why I say information is the key. The information age is the key because it's about having the proper information. People should have open third eyes. I'm not telling you don't open your third eye. It's better to have an open third eye than it is to have a closed one, but it's just that don't do it out of order. Study it first. So if you're new to this type of information, don't just go rush and try to get your third eye open and go get a meditation from anybody, from me or anybody. It's not about the money. Take responsibility first. You know what I'm saying? And then you go into that. So I hope this video helped. For more enlightening information, hope you visit my channel. And until we meet again, I'll leave you in peace.